Good afternoon, everyone. I am coming to you on Monday afternoon, and I, as usual, like to take the time to talk a little bit about what we did last week, where we're going this week. In this, I think it's a really good start to this course. I mean, we're beyond a start now. We're well into it, and we're coming into the third week of 8. And last week, what we looked at is particularly in the discussion, an idea of how different organizational design structures impact action and how action and climate actually can come ahead and influence what kind of structures we had. And we did choose to focus on the military example and what happened as world conditions essentially evolved from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s into where we are now, and different styles. I hate to use that word when it comes in war fighting, but different adaptations to the way things are done, the way conditions look, the way conditions act. And it was very interesting to see the commentary from quite a few of our military personnel who were in our class, and from those who maybe didn't have the same perspective, who had all sorts of perspectives. So I'm very pleased with the way the discussion is going. I do want to emphasize to people that I think that's definitely where I think most of our learning takes place in this course, is in the process of discussion. So the more you participate, the more you're part of the learning process, and that's something very important. In fact, I do hope that people spent the time to look at the video I put out about how to approach your papers and your discussions. That's just so important that we do it in a way that absolutely allows us to think freely, to understand what we want to say, how we want to say it. Don't limit yourself. So it's not so much being restrictive on my part. A lot of this is put together to allow you to look ahead, look out, and see where we're going. So take a moment to read that if you haven't. I think it's very, very important that you do so. It is something that will make your life easier, not just in this course, but in courses to come. The idea of, we want to hear in our discussion, not what the textbook says. We want you to use that to base your thoughts and then develop your ideas and your analysis and your interpretations. Let's help each other learn different things. I've often said, and I think I may have said it in my introduction, my big goal for every class is to come out of it saying, gee, I never thought of it that way before. Well, that's pretty much every week of this class. I'd like people to come out of it, and I would like to come out of it saying, gee, never thought of it that way before. So let's do our best to keep that going, which I think you are doing a tremendous job of that. Now, this week is week 3. We're going to start looking to another way big issue, right? Culture. And you're going to look at, for discussion purposes, an organization that's radically different from the military. It's a design firm, and it's a company called IDEO. And even though the video resources for you in this section are quite old, they've been around for some time. ABC News did this look at this company 10 years ago, maybe a little more than 10 years ago. The company's still around, still espouses the same principles. They are a design firm, and design thinking in itself is sort of a sub-discipline of creativity. So look at it with a very careful eye. I'll be very honest with you. Most people can read this, and I will just get discussion post after discussion post, middle of the week, saying, oh boy, I wish I could work for that company. That sounds like such a great place. Take a look deeper and say, okay, it sounds like it's such a great place. Why is it a great place? Why might it not be such a great place in a different environment or different industry? These are things I think you need to look at. So again, keep an open mind. If you get excited about it, get excited about it. Keep an open mind and try to compare it with your past experience and what you think you would like to do and what you think you would like to know about a company, maybe before you started working for someone. The big thing, again, this week will be participation. One thing I think I just want to caution people, you'll probably see it in a couple of comments that I make on discussions. Make sure you try to spread out your work over the course of the week if you can do it. I know it's not always possible. Our schedules right now are all crazy. But if you come in late on a Sunday night, it's not just necessarily midnight, but late Sunday evening, and you start answering somebody's questions that they've asked you 3 days ago, it's not a real discussion. that person has moved on, and chances are I'm the only one that's going to read that. So don't get caught, if you can avoid it, in that what I call Wednesday Sunday trap. Okay, try to spread the work out a little bit more. The discussion will mean more for everyone, mean more for you if we can do that. This week I think we'll be able to hold to my usual schedule if I can. I really don't see any major obstacles. So once again, I will do my best to get all the discussions graded and posted and with some feedback for you no later than Wednesday, hopefully Tuesday sometimes, but some of it will probably spill over into Wednesday morning. And then the papers should all be graded by Thursday so that you can use whatever feedback you have. Uh, Hopefully it's all constructive. I really try to be constructive, guys. And that'll be available to you so you can apply it Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Most people tend to, according to the statistics I have, this is a very Saturday, Sunday intensive working class. So I try to get everything to you before then. All right. As usual, if you have any questions, please contact me, and I'm looking forward to this week's work. Thank you very much.